Okay, we have Krasimir Kostadinov here and Marcio Barboza. Two of the best ever guys. They are talking about their opponents, how they will destroy them.
For mopping the floor with them.
Yeah. So, Krasimir, you are not part of the East versus West because your opponent is also from the East.
Yes.
So, what do you think about John's comment about like they are gonna sweep them, they are gonna mop the floor? Do you think that it will be like that, or?
Especially for John's match, it may be the case, but most of the matches are
Closer?
so close, so it will be extremely difficult for anyone to mop the floor with the other. So
Yeah. And do you think that it is like John will win easy? You think?
I think yes, actually, because just of the styles, I believe John is the heavy favorite there.
And the structure, the Zurab is smaller hand, you know.
To beat John, you should be extremely good against top rowers. I mean, you should have very strong pushing ability
Yeah.
to force the hook, or very good top row. Zurab is more like middle strength. So
How about if somehow Zurab hooks him? Is there any chance?
I don't see a chance.
Even in the hook?
I believe Zurab can trouble him with dead wrist, but he will not be able to.
No, I understand. He will not be able to, but if he hooks.
If he hooks, then it will be a problem.
Trouble for John?
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you think, Marcio?
I think if you're talking about John, I think he's gonna. You have the hand control.
Yeah.
He probably gonna. I'm expecting him to dominate the match from beginning, and like I said, I'm a gentleman, and I think if he wins 2-0, probably the third round is gonna
Try inside? Yeah?
And then it might be a mistake.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because if he goes inside, and if that match takes long, and then it may be hard for the
it's gonna be
next
better
round.
for Zurab.
Yeah. The one guy is like probably what, 27 years old or something, while other one is 58. Yeah, he will be.
But I want to say something that most of the people don't realize. For example, the match with Pavlo, he top rolled him the first 2 rounds, and then he went for the hook. And the people were like, wow, he beat him in hook. But once your wrist is compromised, your hook is not that good. So it would be different story if he went in hook the first round.
I understand. Even with the Pablo?
Because once your wrist is already softened, you're not able to hook. So
John hooks with the pronation. His pronator is very strong. John hooks. He keeps his pronator. He never goes really with the wrist down here to the bicep.
Yeah.
So I know by experience.
You pull him probably more than anyone.
Yeah, many times.
Yeah. Can you say that you pull him just 20 times? Maybe?
I don't know. I probably beat him like 4 times. He probably beat him the rest of the 20 or something.
Yeah. But even to beat him even 4 times. Yeah. Krasi, you pull John at Zloty. You have a win there, and then you beat him in a super match. And have you pulled him other than those 2?
After that, 2 years later at A1 we pulled, but I was dead tired after a war with Tokarev.
Tokarev, yeah. But whenever he pulled you, he also had some shoulder issues and this and that. So would you consider him to pull him again?
Yes, I would pull him.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would be good, Yeah, it would be great. And what is the match that you are most curious about?
In the world or for him?
No, right now.
Right now?
Probably the best matches here, most of them are here as well, but there are, of course.
I believe Rezo Utidze and Michael Todd will be war. This is what I'm sure. And of course I want to see Hutchins versus
Irakli. Do you see Irakli having chance?
I don't think so. But I see that it will be a war.
There will be a war, but he will have a problem to finish him, huh?
Yeah, this is what I believe. Yes.
Yeah, I understand. And which match you looking forward the most?
I want to see Gennady and Dave.
Yeah.
Even though I have Dave as a favorite. I want to see how much Gennady improved. It could be a good match. Dave seems to have so much. He became a
Top roller, right?
later top roller. Yeah. So it's not just side pressure, but he uses when he needs it.
Yeah.
And also Hutchings and Irakli will be very interesting. Just together, like to see where they are. You know, I know Hutch is in very good shape.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull him by the end of the year, and I want to see what Irakli can do with him. He's, in my opinion, thought Hutchins would be favorite, especially because all these matches go in the straps. It's where he's more dangerous. And I know Irakli, I never see Irakli pulling without the straps.
Yeah,
so
no, it will go strap.
It
will go strap, yeah.
So
it will go, yeah.
That's going to be tough for Irakli.
Yeah.
We'll see what he can do.
I understand. And Krasimir, in August, if you are available, who would you like to pull? But probably, like, I would want you to just compete and then try to be the best under 110 kilo. You know, around these guys like Prudnik, John, Hutchings, and those guys.
Of course, Hutchings is my first choice if there is such an option.
Do you feel yourself ready for Hutchings?
Yep.
Yeah?
Actually, this year I was mostly preparing for Hook, so even though Corey beat me, once we put the strap, I realized that I was not that far away.
Yeah.
And yes,
he was so explosive, right? Because he started.
After the goal, he was very explosive. I didn't expect this from such a heavy guy. Usually, most of the heavyweights are very slow, and they're depending on just stopping the match and then finishing. But Corey was so explosive after the goal.
Yeah. And he did one round to Hutchings as well, the same way. The first round, right? Yeah.
Crush him first round.
Yeah. So I would want you to just be in that mix with like Marcio, John, Prudnik, Irakli. I think that is right now the best category in the world. Like whenever you imagine these names, Prudnik there, Hutchings there, Krasimir there, you there, John there. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. Who do you see? Like
That's the best.
Yeah, and who do you want to? Do you also like your chances?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But I see Prudnik as the favorite between all of us.
Seriously? Yeah. He has the bigger chance, you think?
I think so. He's the most complete. Very versatile. He can do it all.
Good arm master, huh?
Very good.
Very good arm master.
I always watch him. Very smart.
I have a question for you guys. Like I said, August event before I said the May event because there is a war in Ukraine, so I was thinking that maybe I shouldn't do any match for May. No. And then later I decided to set the matches, and so I already said Irakli versus John and Prudnik versus Tatachins for August. But do you guys think that I should reconsider those matches after the results over here? If they like, for example, if John wins and if Irakli loses to Tatachins, do you think that Irakli versus John should still happen, or you think that I should go for the rankings, and then like I should just go winner with each other, for up, you know what I mean?
Actually, like the situation is now, it's a bit not nice for the competitors because this will be the matches, but if all of the competitors are agree to change the matches, then it's fine.
Yeah, but do you think that it would be okay if I talk with them even before the event that like I would like the winners to pull each other, you understand? Like because I want to go for like ranking, you understand? Yeah, like title match I want to go to give, belt I want to give, you understand? Maybe
sounds interesting.
Yeah, of course. I mean, in my opinion, trust me, in my opinion, this is the best category. Up to 110 kilo, even Matt Mask can make two. Yeah.
100 between after middleweight, let's say the light heavyweight, there's so many good guys. So
yes, I agree.
More than the supers.
I agree. And,
so, according to as are you asking about the results? I still like to see Prudnik versus Hutchings.
Even one of them loses today. I mean, this weekend.
Yeah, they both favored to win the competition.
No. What I'm just saying is if
something goes different.
If they both win, of course, that there should be like that. Yeah. I'm just mostly concerned about the Irakli versus John. If John wins and Irakli loses, we can still do it, yes. But it is just like John is going for up, while Irakli already like. But we don't know. Maybe Irakli will start. We shouldn't talk that way.
I believe Irakli is a lot more dangerous for
John.
Than
I agree.
Zurab.
I agree.
More dangerous.
I'm the
I
same
agree.
way. That's why I think the matches are very good. The way it is, I think the matches are very good.
Yeah, but
Unless you want to do this, but why
can-
don't you do this in the next one? This will be this versus West 4,
Yeah.
and then maybe in the next one you have a better way.
No,
to,
but what I'm just saying that if I would want to do a title match in August, who's gonna do the title match? Like John and Irakli, it can't be title match if Irakli loses. If Irakli wins, then you can do John and. But I have a question.
But how can you put Irakli for title match when he beat just one guy?
If you mean Tatashin?
Yes.
Tat is just like.
Yeah, but beating one guy doesn't mean that you
But
can beat
listen,
all the rest of the guys.
just because you do the title match, it doesn't mean that like it is the only last match. Next match that John will pull, if John beats Irakli, still will be the title match. Okay, then do you think that if there is no match this weekend, if we did the August event, do you think that Hutchins versus Prudnik would fit more for the title match then? John versus Irakli? Probably, right?
it's either.
Okay,
I
which
think-
match?
I think
Okay,
it has
which
to be
match?
Prudnik.
Which match?
I think Prudnik has to be there.
And the other one?
And the next one could be either John or Hutchins, depend on the results.
Okay, how
If you
about
need results,
if
in my opinion.
John and Todd both wins this week? And do you think that Todd versus John title match?
I think if it's under 110, I think Prudnik could be.
Yeah, but
Big
Prudnik,
guy.
as of now, he didn't pull any under 110 kilo match.
If you think that way,
The,
then
the,
it
the
could be.
first match was Morozov, and now he's pulling Matt, and Matt could make 242, but Matt is coming here about 118 kilo, 16,
18,
18, yeah. So it is not really under 110 kilo match right now. So
But how do you consider 110 kilo? Usually for many years it's 105. Why now you're thinking about 110?
I think it's the way he's doing it.
So I am just
Guys
making
are
it.
too big.
Just, I don't
I'm
want I don't want
109,
any
and the guys are-
110 kilo guy to pull the super heavyweights. You understand? So you can say that why not 115, but we can go up like that. So I'm just trying to make that something that could like cover many of the. You said 105. It was Pile's decision. It wasn't my decision. I don't have to do exactly what Pile did.
But do you think that if it should be one category below the super heavyweights, it should be 105 or 110? I believe
110. Because yeah, I mean even above 110 kilo, like
I would say 105.
yeah, it's better for you.
Yeah, yes, and this is what I think that most of the guys who are already 120, they should stay in the heavyweight.
Like for
This is my
example,
opinion.
if
But
110,
there's-
Matt Mass can make.
But not Matt Mask, but most of the guys now, what I
But
see.
when you see Matt Mask,
They're-
he's
they're-
so tall. He's not for that category. He's for the super.
He can make 242 cut
his
and
legs
then
are very small. His back is big, but I think the one thing, nothing to do with me, but because the super heavyweights now, they're heavier. I remember years ago, it was easy to compete with them because
Yeah.
they're not so heavy.
The
They're like
quality was not
120.
that
yeah,
good.
but
Yeah.
now they're the super heavy guys. There's some good guys with talent, with technique. It's different.
even you
10
see
10
Levan
years ago.
180 kilo, but Levan is a very good arm master for his size.
Yeah.
This is what we have been discussing with you and Gin and with many others, that they're like, oh, the arm wrestlers now are much better. In most of the
Too heavy.
categories, that's very arguable. But in the heavyweights, I believe the arm wrestlers now are better.
Yeah,
than the
yeah,
past.
But I will tell you something. There has been, when I look at Gary Goodrich,
Gary's good.
Gary Goodrich is much better arm master than most of these heavyweights today. When I look at Alexei Voivoda, Alexei Voivoda was
But
very,
back
very,
back in the days, they were just 1-2 guys. Right now, they're about 6, 7, 8 guys who are really good. This is what I believe.
yeah. Arm wrestling is growing, but I will tell you something. For the if I would choose the best ever guys from past for each class, I'm not sure if I would give anyone from 2020 to I would put there Zolevo 2008, Arsen Lilevo 2007.
In the heavyweight.
Hey, no, I'm not talking about heavyweight, but about lighter weight.
Yeah.
But
For
even,
other cuts, I agree.
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that, like, I mean, come on, like 58 years old John is still kicking ass, you know. What are you talking about? there is no way he's better than 2006 John, the Vegas shape of John. You know, the guy was just like machine. I mean, he right now anyone can go strap with him. You know, you just do like this. His hand is not anywhere near to the before. Imagine that 2006 John. Like, no, how the hell like could I even go to strap with him? I needed to go like this, you know. Yeah. Now he was sleeping. Yeah.
Still very effective.
Anyway, so it's coming, and today the other guys will also come, and then we will have a good time. We will have today like some picturing, you know, and then we go outside somewhere, eat in a restaurant, nice one. That you have.
What's your weight now?
I think 109. And this one I left home.
What are you? 102, 3?
103, 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for the chat. Yeah. Okay.